Hi, this is Eric Martin with Board Game Geek. I'm here with Rainer Haberu from Hans im Glück, and we're looking at Helios by designers Martin Kallenborn and Matthias Prinz. And it's quite a layout you have here. Yeah, it's a big spread.
A lot of material we have, but I think I just go over all the material and explain the basic mechanics of the game.
That would be perfect to start. That's all we need.
We have here a game that is a bit progressed now, and first of all, if it's your turn, you choose one of these reactions that are shown over here.
Okay.
If you take actions, you take one of the tokens, put it in front of you. Here are three crawlers, so if the red one goes over there, the blue over there, and the golden ones over here, and the gray ones are chokers. I can put in wherever I want. So the first option is to expand your land. So if I take a token of this, I take one of the lands. So normally they are at the beginning of the round, they are switched open.
Okay.
And take it, and take one of the resources and put it on top of it, and you can place it anywhere near one of your already built lands. So I can put it over here, and then my turn ends, and the next player's turn is.
Okay.
When you play it you can play it from 2 to 4 players. So if you have 4 players, you have 4 actions. The start player begins the round, and after 4 actions, the start player goes around, and the game goes as long as every player was one time the start player.
Okay.
So after that, every player makes his turn, and then it's again me who chooses one of the actions. You always have to take the bottom token, so you're not allowed to go over in here to choose a special card, a special color. The second option you have is to build houses. Okay. If I take a house token, I can put it in here.
Okay.
These are when I build a house here, I get an advantage for the game. For my counter who shows how far my son this is my son, how far my son can move. Okay. Goes up, or I get mana to buy the persons, or can score more victory points. Okay. And so when I build it in here, I have to pay the resource costs who are printed on the table.
Okay.
If I put it in here, the houses are called temples. For the first temple, I have to pay 1 resource of any kind, and for the second one 2, and so on.
Okay.
But I get also mana. For the first one 1 mana, and 2, 3, and so on.
Okay.
So we have the land buildings. Now we have the sun. The sun moves around, and you need the sun to get new resources. You have no stockpile in front of you, so all your resources stay on the table. And if there are resources in here, you can get another one. Right. Except you get one of the houses in here. You have a technological advantage, and you can put a second on here. So, at the beginning of the game, there can just one of the resources can stay on the table for each counter.
And you have to keep spending them, and then growing new ones.
Yes.
Yes.
And then you have to move your sun over here. So
moving it based on this number.
Based on this number, yes.
Okay.
So I have to take of course, here the sun counter. And every token attracted to the sun produces resources.
Okay.
So when the sun stops over here, I get the resources back and can spend them again.
Okay.
If I stop near a temple, I get victory points. 1 for the temple, and 1 for each ejected token near the temple. So maximum are 6, because when I put over here one, I cannot put the sun in the temple.
And of course, if you're putting it here, then you have to travel around farther to get there. So,
the sun can travel around on the out of the field, but you just allowed to build in on the land fields.
Right.
Okay. You're not allowed to enclose your sun, so that the sun cannot move. So you have the sun must have always a way to move around. the sun goes clockwise, and the sun moves always on the edges of the land.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Every time the sun crosses this border, you score 5 victory points. You have victory points over here, and for the persons you score in the end, and victory points you score during the game. You put in your bag. They are just you know how much points there are in. So there's a bit of surprise who collects the most victory points during the game, in addition to the victory points you get at the end of the game.
Okay.
So at the end of, question? Okay.
No.
At the end of each round, before the star player moves to the next player, you are allowed to buy the person cards.
That's what I was going to ask. What the mana was for, and we see the cost up top here.
Yeah.
So.
And if you buy the persons, there was a player with the most mana points starts, and then it goes clockwise.
Okay.
You are allowed to buy more, but you just can buy one, and then every player has a chance to buy one, and then you have a second and a third chance if you have enough money.
Right.
When you take a person, they are not active. They are here with the dark side on top, and to activate them, you have to pay the resource cost.
Okay.
You only are allowed to pay them in the person phase. So not in the normal action phase, you're not allowed to activate them. So you have to spare resources for this person phase.
Okay.
When you activate them, you get this special scoring for the end of the game. And if in the fields on the border of the card, there's a addition to more movement for your son, or you get mana, or you get a resource of your choice.
Right.
Yeah. White means always it's your choice, and the other colors are
defined for whatever they are. Okay.
So that's one opportunity, or there are 2 opportunities to make an extra turn. If you collect 4 of a kind here, you immediately do an extra turn. So you just choose an action. You don't take a token, but you choose an action and do it again. And over here we have 1 building that allows you to do an extra action.
Okay. So 2 to 4 players, with 2 players, you're just going to have 8 rounds because each person is star player once, and then that's it.
With 2 players, you have 4 rounds, but every player is 2 times the star player.
Okay.
And with 3 players, you have 3 rounds.
Okay.
I forgot the special fields here. Maybe just
Sure.
that are extra victory points in the end.
Okay.
So here you score for every ejected land plus a special land.
Okay.
And over here you get for every temple, you get for every resource in the end of the game, and here you get for every free space around.
Okay. And how do you acquire these as well? This is
You acquire these as any normal land when you take one of the land actions.
okay. But they're only endgame bonuses and not resource
Yes.
lands. So that's the problem there.
Yeah, you don't generate any resources.
Right.
If you place a land over the marked fields, here you get mana, here you get a resource of your choice.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's basically.
And the release date they have expected for this?
I think also in mid-April, maybe end March. So the are quite finished with all the tokens, but there have to be the rules to figure out how to explain the game best, and maybe some tweaks.
Is there expected English language edition as well, or is that not?
I hope Seaman does it, because Seaman does our English games,
Right.
but I don't know. Maybe I can ask. So.
Okay, we'll see. Thank you very much for the review.
You're
It
welcome.
was very nice.
Yeah, thank you. You're very nice too.